This is Grandmaster Truth. And I got a simple message for you. 2 words that change your life. 2 words that's the difference between success and failure. Too and much. The more you use these words, the less successful you're going to be in your life. Let me give you an example. What if I told you you can get a job making $250,000 a year or $250,000 every year, every 12 months? But to get that job, you got to graduate from high school with at least a 3.0. Then you got to go to college and keep that 3.0. Get your 4-year baccalaureate degree. Then you got to go to school again for another 3 or 4 years. Then you got to work 2 years for free doing the job. But that 3rd year, we're going to start you off $120,000, $150,000. Then you can grow so that after 6 years on the job, you making $200,000, $250,000 a year. Would you do it? How many of you out there right now is like, man, that's a lot of money. That's cool, but all that schooling and training, that's too much. That's why you a failure. That's why you're not accomplishing your goals. It's too much. My students, when they first test for their first belt, for their first rank, 50 push-ups on your first 2 knuckles. That's how you get a white belt. Why? Because it's 52 weeks in a year. I want you to show me you can do 1 more push-up every week for a year. And then you test, and then you take a week off because you accomplished what you set out to accomplish. That's called discipline. When I do it every single day, that's Kung Fu. Kung Fu don't mean combat. Kung Fu don't mean fighting. Kung Fu is comprised of 2 kanji characters, meaning time and energy. Give me your time, give me your energy. Physics teaches us that those are the 2 components of power. How much energy you exert over a certain period of time. That's power. So 2 words, too and much. Because what I just described to you, that's exactly how you become a lawyer. That's exactly how you become a doctor. Ever hear of an internship? When you're a doctor, you have to do a residency, right? So you got to go undergrad school, high GPA, take the MCAT exam, have a high score, get it into medical school. 3, 4 years. Then for 2 years, you're a resident. That means you nothing. They talk bad about you. They talk down to you. They don't let you sleep. They give you long extra shift, extra hours. Because you're building the skill. You got the knowledge. Now you need the skill and the experience because nobody wants to hear, hey, you got open heart surgery today. Congratulations. You're my first patient. You know, I've never done this before. I don't want to hear I've never done this before when it comes to you making my cheeseburger at McDonald's. I definitely don't want to hear I've never done this before when I'm on trial for my life. Somebody that sat up there and set me up for murder, whether it's a crooked cop or some dude in the street, and I'm the first time this dude ever tried a murder case. Nobody wants to hear that. I'm the first time you did brain surgery. I'm the first time you did heart surgery. You not worth $250,000 yet. But do it for 2 years. Every day. Do that residency where you get to sleep 6 hours every 3 days. You living in the hospital. You living in the courtroom. You living in that law office. You clocking 2,500 hours a year. Because why? That's what it takes. It ain't too much. It's what it takes. So when you draw that line in the sand and say, that's too much. You know, America becoming this country of quitters. Right? We turn on the news, go to watch the Olympics, and all of our top athletes just quit. No other country's doing that. No other country says, hey, sponsor me, give me the medal, pay for my flight, pay for my hotel, put me on the news so you can watch me quit and still walk away with everything. Still be called the best of the best. Still take somebody's spot that's hungry, that would have actually went through and took the hits. So you want to be successful in life? You take 2 words and never put them together in a sentence. Too and much. That's a part of our slang. That's become part of our accepted culture. Oh, that's too much. It ain't too much. How many times you ever hear somebody say, man, you too educated. Man, you too rich. Here's $1 million. Wait a minute. That's too much. You just won the lottery. Wait a minute. That's too much. Here's a scholarship. Oh, wait a minute. That's too much. You ain't saying it's too much when somebody giving you something, but you saying it's too much when someone asks something of you. If you want unlimited rewards in life, you got to give an unlimited effort. If you want an above average salary, you need an above average effort. Frederick Douglass said it best. He said, in this life, you will not get everything that you pay for, but you will most certainly pay for everything you get. It ain't never too much. It ain't over until I get what I came for. And whatever the cost is, that's called the cost. It ain't too much. It ain't discrimination. It ain't unfair. Guess what? When you want something for nothing, that ain't fair. But when I come take what I work for, that's righteous. Erase them 2 words from your vocabulary, because it's 2 words that keeps you from being successful. 2 words to keep you from that 4.0 GPA. 2 words from being a true black belt and a master. 2 and much. The only time them words supposed to be together is when it starts off with the word never, because it's never too much.